Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 13th of October. We've got some mods again on console. We've got some updates. The Fendt 500 Vario S4 by Musagra, the Marshall ST 1800 by Arek, the Pons Scorpion King and Pons Harvester Pack by HR Forst and Fazoogbau, the map Maypole Farm by Cavalier Roy. Now that does say the map. Where is it? It says new save game required for this change to take effect. Now that's the BGA has a larger storage capacity, so it does say it's save game compatible, so that's fine. You don't have to have a new save game. However, if you want the BGA change to take effect, the larger storage capacity, then you will need a new save game. So it depends which you want to do. If that's important to you, then you're going to need a new save game for that map. That's it for the updates. In front of me, we have got the, this is the weight, which one was it? This is the ZT Selfmade weight. I think it's just Selfmade weight. Slice weight. Yeah, the ZT Selfmade slice weight by Rotocats 3D. Rotocats 3D. 0.86 megabytes download, 1 slot on console, 420 grams. Grams, not 420 grams, not much point really having a weight of that capacity. 420 kilograms, looks like that. You'll find it under tools and weights. Oh, and then it's only 400. You can have attachers, yes or no, so if you want a front attacher for pulling trailers around, that kind of thing, attaching things up, or on the back, you can, but you don't have to. Main colour changes the framework. Design colour changes the weights. That's all there is to it, really. Raising and lowering, there's not a manual raise and lower on this one, it's just raise and lower of the weight. Job done. There we go. That's by Rotocats 3D. Next, we have got this attachment here. This is the, I'm going to say Bressel and Lade, Bressel and Lade. H55 Containerhook by deutzfreakwsm, 0.91 megabytes download, 1 slot on console. This you can change it from wheel loader, telehandler, teleloader, and I think it's front load, wheel loader. I don't think it's a skid steer loader. It's designed for moving IT runner containers around the yard. I mean, I suppose you could take it all out to a field if you wanted to, but it seems a bit mad. It is designed for just manoeuvring around yards and things like that. This you'll find under tools and miscellaneous. 1,200, that's all it would cost you. So, telehandler, wheel loader, front loader. Yeah, not a skid steer loader option on that one. And then we can change the main colour to any one of those 4. When you've got it, hook up to whatever you've got it set for. When you get close to one of your said items, it will give you the option to hook up. We can hook up, raise it, and then hopefully on the rollers, providing the rollers are working fine on the piece of equipment you're moving, you can manoeuvre it around the yard or wherever you want to go with it. And yeah, saves you getting out a whole hook lift trailer and that kind of thing if you just need to do a little bit of light manoeuvring in the yard. So yeah, disconnect like so. Job done. The Bressel and Lade H55 Containerhook by deutzfreakwsm. Moving on from there, we've got this. This is rather lovely. This is the Milk Churn stand by Farmall 99, 16.1 megabytes download. This comes with the stand. Now this has got, we had one of these in FS19, didn't we? Traditional Finnish milk churn stand used from the 1920s through to the 1970s, back when milk was still transported in churns. So making it easier to load when it was put into the churns, it would put up on one of these platforms, so as lorries and vehicles and things came along, they could be loaded straight onto said vehicle. This comes with this right here, and these are movable and placeable. You've got the churns, which they are decorative, there's nothing in them. We can have one with flowers. It does say with the flowers or the plants, they change in winter. Includes one placeable milk churns, one with the lid on, one with plants in. The plants will disappear in winter and the lid will close. So, yeah. Now to get up this, you can go up the steps, but it's difficult because you get in the way of that. So you have to jump up onto it, and we can open the door. I've put one inside of her as well. To put something inside of it, you do need to be stood up there, otherwise it won't let you reach in. So if you want to store them inside, you can. If you want to add it in for a little bit of storytelling, you can. You can have a trailer come along, load these on, and off you go. All very lovely. You'll find this under build mode, under decoration, under others. 2,500 for the stand, 65 each for these. The slot counts were, I didn't write it down. The slot counts were low anyway. I mean, it's a small thing. It's not going to be break the bank slot count, but very remiss of me, I know. But the detailing and the weathering and stuff on it is absolutely fantastic. So there you go. The milk churn stand by Farmall 99. Next, we've got this. The Joskin 12,000B. This by MefiuFs. 4.56 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. This goes from a 12,000 litre all up to, I think I've got a 23. 23,000 litre with the big sides on there as well. It will take everything. I always check just in case it just becomes a silage trailer, because sometimes they just do forage crops. There's a selection of tyre choices on this one as well, but nicely made, nicely detailed trailer. You will find it under tools and trailers. There it is. 22,500 for the base model. Starts off, like I said, at a 12,000 litre. We can have 12,700 with those sides. 14,000 litre. 14,000 litre, but it puts a little barred bit on the front rather than solid sides. Then we've got an 18,000 litre. 18,000 litre with bars across the front. 18,000 litre with wooden sides on it. 23,000 litre. 23,000 litre with bars across the front, or 23,000 litre with wooden sections around the side. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Vredestein, Continental, BKT, and back again. On Trelleborg, we've got standard, wide, and back again. Under Vredestein, we've got standard, standard 2, wide, back again. Under Continental, just those, and then on the BKT, we've got standard, those big flotation tyres, wide 2, back to standard. Then design 1 and 2, I think that's across the front here. You can have a flat fronted, or design 2 puts like a grill grating so you can see through to the crops. Rim colour, anything on that palette. We've got a few silver ones there, and then a grey. So if you want a metallic-y one, there's some on there as well. And a license plate option 2. Pop in, start her up. I think you can see the crops just about to the little grating there. But unload, we can have unload tip side back, tip side grain door. Nice smooth tip. Fairly fast, it's not, some of them are quite slow, but sound effects too, very nice indeed. The Joskin 12,000B by MefiuFs. Moving on from there, we've got the Bandiranti Virtus 12,500. This by J.Amodding and Bandeirante. 11.13 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. Now, this will do lime or fertiliser, solid fertiliser. It does say 18 to 36 metres. I think the lime will be 18. Did I do lime first? Regardless, I think lime will be 18 and fertiliser will be 36. That's why I've got 2 of them. I did the same with the next one, actually, we can have a look at, but just to make sure. Very nice. 12,500 litre capacity. Yes, it's the 12,500. You'll find it under tools and fertiliser spreaders. That one just there. 45,000. You can have discs, so you can have a spare set of discs put on the back just for decoration. Not the back, the front. I knew they were somewhere. There, so you can put some spare discs on there for decoration. And then we can have the bowels over the top, just the support to stop the whole thing bowing. And it's got supports there as well. Those would be more for the trailer cover. It doesn't have a trailer cover, but it just puts them on there just for a bit of added decoration. So, let's hop in, start it up. So this has got lime. Like I say, I'm thinking this is going to be 18 metres. I don't think we have to unfold it. We do have down the side, there's a little flap here that opens. We need to get the right one for this. That one? Yeah. So you can get to, I think it's pipework, connections and things like that. Again, it's a decorative thing. Valves, that kind of thing. That opens and closes. But let's start it up. Yeah, that looks about 18 metres to me. My expert opinion. So that's the lime, and then the solid fertiliser should be up to 36. It doesn't have the option to change the widths. There we go. definitely much wider. I would say definitely double that. So yeah, 18 and 36 metres on the Bandiranti Virtus 12,500 by J.Amodding and Bandeirante. I love the fact they're still spinning even though it's turned off. Nice little feature, very cool indeed. Next we've got the Lizard 600L. This is by qwertyPL and Pathologia. It's well, it starts off at 600 litre. Same thing again, lime or fertiliser spreader. This will spread out to 24 metres. Now I did get 2 of these, but I think it does 24 on both, because when you put it on, it does give the option to adjust the spread width on this as well. This will go from a 600 up to a 1,000 litre capacity, if I recall when I was setting this up. 3.83 megabytes download, 3 slots on console for the first one. I mean, I suppose designed more for small farm use, but this again will be on the fertiliser spread, as you probably saw in the end earlier. There we go, 4,500. So 600 litre, 800 litre, 1,000 litre, no price increase, so you can go up to 1,000 litre with it not costing you anything. We've got main colour choice, does the framework, next design colour choice, does the bottom section. There is a silver on there, if you want to go for that, sort of stainless. And then we've got the design colour, does the top section. Should have gone green really, just to make it, there you go. Those are your choices. So, as I say, we'll hook up and you'll see top left, 24 metres, so we can go 24 metre, 18, 15, 12, or back to 24 again. Oh, I need to unfold it, of course I do. Unfold. Where's the unfold on that? What was that actually unfold? Is there a lever or something? It's usually something that moves, but anyway, it needs to be unfolded. There we go, 24 metres for your lime, and the fertiliser should be exactly the same. So we'll drop that off, hook up to the other one, because it does come up with the same. Let's unfold it first. There we go, so same thing again with your widths. Never hurts to check, does it? There we go. The Lizard 600L by qwertyPL and Pathologia. Next we have got, shall I do those? Yeah, we'll do those next. We've got this. This is the Agrisem Agromulch 6M. This is by Nico do 55, 8.77 megabytes download, 7 slots on console, 6 metres wide. This is a subsoiler. So you should, we will see, because it has got the basket rollers on the back, cage rollers, basket rollers. This should give you a subsoiled state, so ploughed state, but it should give you a cultivated look. Usually this would bring up big stones because you're going deep subsoiling, ripping, that kind of thing. But I haven't got the stones on, so, but it will do, it should do. Let's just say that. You'll find this under subsoilers, which is, I've lost it, there it is. Out on the end, 31,450 for a 6 metre, which is pretty good. 200 horsepower required, slot count comes down to 1. No options available, you can adjust like that with the Agrisem yellow. So let's hook up, unfold. Nice animation on the unfold. Drop it down. Oh, that's interesting. You're getting a shallow cultivated look. Wow, okay. Something a bit different. I mean, I say it's something a bit different. There are so many different ploughs and cultivators and things now that seems to all various different things, but there we go. 6 metres wide. Price not too expensive at all, actually. It's pretty cool. The Agrisem Agromulch 6M by Nico do 55. Disconnect that. Next to that, we have got the Unia PZ3. This is by... No, I've got to get this right, because I'm sure I said it wrong last time. SzwagierPrezes. Sorry, let's say it again. 2.83 megabytes download, 2 slots on console, 1.5 meters wide. It's a three furrow. You find it under plows. Cheap as chips, 1,200. Doesn't say there's any horsepower requirement on it. Main colour, anything on that palette. Some faded colours, some brighter colours, but anything you want on there. It should give me the option to create fields as well. So if you want to extend your fields or create new ones, albeit small ones or large ones that take a long time, you can absolutely use this. The Unia PZ3 by SzwagierPrezes. Let's leave it at that. Did I say what it was? 2.83? Yeah, 2.83 megabytes and 2 slots. Moving on from there. We've got some interesting, well, an interesting contraption, and then we've got a fairly standard, that's a tether, we'll get to that in a moment. We've got this is a curiosity, the Lizard CC5000 by JmGarcia, 11.89 megabytes download, 9 slots on console, 5 meters wide when unfolded. This is designed to be a leveler, silage clamps, that kind of thing. However, it does go on to say, I haven't got a silage clamp prepared, but it can be used to drag all types of crops that are on the ground to make piles, to compact the silos and piles in the silage. You can also collect materials such as snow or animal manure. So it will basically act, I say like a windrower, not really like a windrower. Kind of. It's basically just a big drag, and you just pull it along and make piles of whatever you want to. So if you want to use it on a silage clamp for levelling or piling up at the end of a silage clamp, you can. If you want to use it for moving things around, crop types, manure, feed, whatever it might be, you can do that as well. You'll find it under levelers. He says that. It was under levelers, wasn't it? It is. 25,000 to buy. No options available apart from license plate. Now, I have never seen one of these before, and I've never used one of these, and I'm sure people will know. When you open it up, this extends up, and I thought that when you raise and lower this, that marker would move up and down to give you an idea of depth, but it doesn't once it's opened. So I'm not entirely sure what that yellow section T-bar with that measuring stick is for. Unless it gives you a height from the top of something down, maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's on there, and like I say, I'm sure people that have seen one, used one, will know exactly what that is, but I'm not 100% certain. So when you get it, it comes like that. We need to unfold it first by doing that, which takes out to 5 meters. Now the rest of the operation is manual at this point. So L1 and right stick up and down tilts it up and down. Side to side brings that all up and down like that. So rotates that section there. So then combination of that and that, you can get it level to the ground where you want, or the pile, or whatever you're doing, or whatever angle, whatever level you want to do. If I go R1 and extend front loader arm, that does that. So we've got a sort of rotation in the middle, but also you can raise and lower the whole lot on that angle as well. That angle, that plane. So when you drive forward, I'll do it with this just because you'll see, it will drag that all along. As you can see, gradually bunch it up until it gets too big, and then it has a bit of a, it has a bit of a wobble, which it would do because you've got a lot of stuff behind it. But you could see on the silage clamp how that, when you get to a point, it will then level, which is kind of what it's doing now. But then I guess what we can do is, if we raise it up a little bit, that one there, and then tilt that way, so we're not quite on the floor. It will level it, but the level will be thicker, so you've got a thicker slice there as you go along. So it is flattening out, but not as thin as the first lot, which was lower, as you can see. Maybe you can see, can you see? And that bit's a bit thicker, so you can see how you would get your adjustment there on whatever it is you're dragging or levelling or moving around. It's just an interesting thing, something very different. The Lizard CC5000 by JmGarcia. So, next up then, we've got the Lizard Z283 by qwertyPL. It's a little windrower. No, not windrower, tedder. Again, this is one of those ones you can attach. I'm sure people will think of all ingenious ways of doing this, but you can do it on grass that's been cut and left out, or you can do it on windrows, or do whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you. It will work with grass to turn the grass into hay. That's what it's designed for. Did I show that in the... I did under levelers, yeah. So this you'll find under Tedders, 5,000 to buy. Now it says attacher type. Now I tried each one of these on the same tractor and it didn't make any difference. But we've got T25, MF25 and C360, but nothing seemed to change on the actual vehicle itself, and I couldn't notice any difference when I hooked up. But anyway, that's maybe what it is in real life. But main colour choice, that one changes all of those sections. That one, we have got silver on the end, does the wheel rims. Not rim, yeah. Design colour does the arms that the tine's attached to, and then the last design colour does the tines themselves. Like that. So you can play around with it, see what you want. So drop it down, turn it on. I don't think we've got any movement on this. Those are just for the tractor. Turn on, turn on. And there we go. Tedding away to our heart's content. Out to, what did I say it was? 2.7 litres. So, turn it off, raise it up, engine off. That's by qwertyPL. On to the next mod then. And it's this little beauty. This is the Farmall 460 560 by Adams Kong, 12.57 megabytes to download and 8 slots on console. Oh, doesn't it look lovely? There's quite a few different options on this as well to choose from. Not very expensive either, which is fantastic. You'll find it under vehicles, small tractors, 3,500 for the base model. So we've got front weight standard, not at all, so you just have the frame. 45 kilo, 90, 135, 180, 225, and off again. Exhaust, design 1 or design 2. Seats, design 1 or design 2. I mean, to say seat, the original ones with the spring, it's just basically a metal bowl, but or a seat option. Fenders, yes or no? Light position, design 1 puts them right back there by the steering wheel. Design 2 puts them at the front. Then you've got the engine size, 50 horsepower, 55 horsepower, 60 horsepower, 68 horsepower, or 80 horsepower for the turbo version. You've got wheel setup, tricycle, but if you don't like the tricycle, you can go for a four-wheeler. No extra cost, which is pretty cool. So if you'd rather that for a bit more stability, you can. Main colour, there's a whole load of reds to choose from, including some shiny, glossy, chromy ones. I think I went for that one. But there's a few to choose from. Rim colour, it does say white, but it's a kind of silver. I do apologise. I changed mine. It starts off with tricycle, then you've got four-wheeler, then you go tricycle 2. That's the wheel what I wanted to go for. I think I went for the other one. So that's tricycle 2 and then four-wheeler 2. That was the one I originally wanted. I suddenly looked and thought, hang on a minute, I haven't got those wheels. That was the one I wanted. So you've got tricycle, four-wheeler, tricycle 2, four-wheeler 2. If you go for that, it gives you like a section in the middle as well. Sorry about that. Main colour we did, rim colour. Yeah, so rim colour, we've got a white, then a grey, then a black, and then a whole load of reds again to mix and match with what you've got there. And license plate option on there as well. Let's get on and start it up. Horn, fan spinning on the inside, lights, front and rear. Oh yes, we have a rear light. Oh, I really like it. Is it not just lovely? Especially seeing one in this condition. So there we go. That's the Farmall 460 560 by Adams Kong. First person, looks glorious like that. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. It's the Caffini Synthesis. It's by Pepe978, 7.66 megabytes to download, 6 slots on console with a 3 meter spread width. This is designed for orchard work. I'm going to use this because, hey, why not? So it's a herbicide or liquid fertilizer spreader. Turn it off just for the moment while we have a look at it. So we've got a fan system in here. The liquid fertilizer or herbicide goes through, the fan spins, boom, out through the nozzles. It sprays out to the sides. It's very cool looking. This you will find under grape technology. So tools and... I'm sure it's grape technology. There you go, grape technology. 4,550. We can have a small attacher, a medium attacher, or a large attacher, depending on the size of the vehicle you're going to be attaching it to. 400 litre tank or a 600 litre tank. Those are your two options on your tank. Nothing actually visibly changes, but the capacity will change inside. There's no colour choices or anything like that on there. So for now we start this up. So what we do is that raised up? Oh yes, just the grass is long. We unfold, which opens up those covers and allows it to spray out the sides. And then we turn it on and we spray. Let's go through the gap. And off it goes. It's brilliant. Again, something a little bit different. Been a good day for that. Turn those off. So I think what happens is, judging by the look of it, is can I get on the back there? I know I'm wasting stuff. But those side bits open, the fan blows, these nozzles fire it into there at that angle, and these sections here where the fan blowing blows out and turns it into more of a mist. So the nozzles are like the jets that just fire it basically into an airstream, which then mists it and out it goes. Very cool indeed. The Caffini Synthesis by Pepe978. And that's it for the mods for today. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.